So, clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost the stepping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping.
Sending emojis, I'm blowing a pack of that OG. Don't be acting like you know me, and if you did, that's the old me.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning Kickstart. I'm literally just now kickstarting myself. Apologize for coming on a little later than I normally do. I had surgery last week, and I'm still readjusting. You know, I'm still struggling a little bit with sleep. Still struggling a little bit with the pain. And I got a good night's rest last night. So I'm really grateful for that. Which leads me to what we're talking about today, the importance in gratitude and keeping that attitude of gratitude. And I'm definitely grateful that I slept good last night for sure, because I needed it. I really did. But anywho, good morning, family. I hope everyone's having a great day. Always remember that there's opportunity daily, and to go after it. Chase those opportunities like we used to chase our dope. I have to remind myself daily that, you know, I can't stay clean and heal on yesterday's recovery. That's why it's so important to stay vigilant and go after it and chase it like we chased our dope daily, day in and day out. You know, the importance in gratitude. You know, addiction can carry a lot of despair, can carry a lot of guilt, shame, remorse. You know, it's critical. I mean, critical for me personally, to try to counterbalance that, counterbalance those feelings, those emotions when I'm feeling those emotions, and counterbalance them with hope, and gratitude and positive thoughts. You know, get into that attitude of gratitude, you know, counterbalance it all, and get out of that stinking thinking. You know, I can let that despair and that guilt and shame and remorse overtake me if I choose to. I just simply don't choose to do that today. I replace them with the positive thoughts and feelings. And I have hope today. And it's a beautiful thing. You know, I just try not to stay stuck in the mess and stay in the solution today. And it's helped me dramatically in my personal recovery. Getting out of that negative thinking, man. I know when I'm lost in my head and in my thought process and I'm not reaching out and asking for help, I'm in trouble. Those are huge, huge, huge red flags for me. You know, giving myself a break, it helps me look onward, you know, to the true beauty that's around us daily. Like, I can see the beauty in the day today, where when I was in active addiction, I didn't see shit. You know, I didn't see that it was a beautiful sunny day out. I didn't go out and take a deep breath and smell the fresh air, and enjoy nature, like I do today. Like, I'm not blindsided to the beauty, the natural, what I like to call the natural gratitude in every day, that I was so blindsided to. You know, I'm grateful today that I'm alive, that I'm here, that I get to go live and talk to people, that I'm not in jail, that I'm present. Like, I'm present not only for me, that I can show up for me today, but I'm present for everyone else, my family, my friends, my loved ones. I don't have children, but if you have children, you know, you're present in your children's lives today. And there's a lot of gratitude in that, you know, for for those that are in addiction, that have kids, being there for your children and your family and your loved ones, friends and family, it's without parallel. It is so important to be there and show up daily. Gratitude has become a daily routine for me. It's become more natural. At first, it was kind of odd, changing my mindset and my thought process. Welcome, everybody. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. Unfortunately, on this platform that I'm on, if you don't allow the streaming service to put your name on there, you come up as a Facebook user. But I'm hoping the one that said "hello, baby" is my girlfriend, because if it's not, surprise. But anyway, I'm grateful for whoever that is out there too, and I'm glad you guys are here too. It's a learning process. I'm grateful that I can sit here and laugh. That's awesome. But, just actively practicing gratitude daily, it's become more natural for me. And man, it's a blessing. It is just a blessing of recovery. And I'm so grateful for that. Gratitude can greatly improve your mental and physical health. And it took me a long time to realize how important that is. It helps me focus on the good in the day and not worrying about the woulda, coulda, shouldas and the shit that I did years ago. It gives me energy. It gives me confidence to do things like this, to be grateful that I have the ability to do this and the bills are paid and that I have a wonderful job in recovery. Like, I could talk for hours on gratitude. Practicing gratitude just leads to a healthier recovery, period. Gratitude is super healthy and super important in recovery. I've got a beautiful life today. And keeping that attitude of gratitude and that positive mindset, for those that come to Zoom meetings frequently and have heard me share how big I am on changing your mindset from a negative one to a positive one. I'm really, really big on that. That has helped me tremendously, and it's just become routine. And it's become natural. The solution's where it's at. The solution is in, if you work a 12-step program, it's in the literature. It's right there. All the answers are right there. You just have to stay vigilant and participate in your recovery daily and put in the work. It's really that simple. But, we're addicts. It's simplicated problem, or simplicate. I can't even talk this morning. Complicated problem, or you guys know what I'm saying. Shit. Anyway, I'm not awake. I've still got a huge cup of coffee here, and I'm still sucking it down. Just bear with me. But you know what? That's just life, and that's life on life's terms. I can laugh at myself today and be grateful that I can laugh and that I'm here. But anyway, gratitude has just become routine for me, and I'm really blessed for that. I can wake up in a good mood. And if I don't wake up in a good mood, because there's days where I don't, I share about it. I talk about it. I'm honest with people. I tell them what's going on with me. I don't isolate and run from my problems today. And that's so important. It is for me personally, not to isolate and to just be honest. Being honest with other people in the beginning was really, really weird, and it was really uncomfortable because I was so used to lying and manipulating. I could sell a peanut salesman a bag of peanuts. I would manipulate my way through anything and everything to get what I wanted, right? Whether it was my next fix, whether it was somewhere to sleep, I would just bullshit my way through life, and I just don't do that today. I'm proud today, and I'm extremely grateful of who I'm becoming, who I am today, that I'm alive. I'm grateful for these new experiences that keep presenting themselves daily, and I have the ability to see them and go after them. I'm grateful for the people that have come into my life, my new network, my new support, my family. My family's huge. I'm just now starting to rebuild after a year and a half, a relationship, a healthy relationship with my family. Where they're starting to reach out and ask me how I'm doing. And I'm there to answer the phone call. That's what's important, because a year and a half ago, they were looking in obituaries to see if I was still alive. It's the little things in life that I'm extremely grateful for. The fresh air, nature, being able to take walks, coffee, my vape. They may seem silly, but I'm extremely grateful because, again, a year and a half ago, I didn't have anything and I was hopeless. I had become on the verge of suicide and I didn't want to be here. And that's a huge change for me. I have a higher power in my life today. I have clarity today. I'm grateful for the guidance and the experience, strength, and hope of the rooms and other people like yourselves that reach out on a daily basis and share to hopefully inspire and help other people get through whatever they're dealing with. We just never know at any given moment what someone's going through and how important it is to share and to be of service and reach out and help other people. It's just beautiful that I have the tools in my toolbox today, that I know how to pick them up and I know how to use them and apply them daily, day in and day out. Hey, I've got a little friend. I'm going to make her a Facebook star. Everybody say hi to Piper. That's our little girl. She keeps trying. There she goes. She's going to get on my shoulder. I kind of figured this was going to happen. Everybody's going to look at Piper's ass live stream here. That's pretty awesome. But I'm grateful for little things like this. You know what I mean? Like, this makes me happy. And hopefully you're laughing too. Guys, if no one's told you today that they love you, I love you. I love each and every one of you. I support you guys wholeheartedly, 100%. You're all an inspiration and a blessing to me personally. And remember that. Share, stay vigilant in your recovery, reach out, have that attitude of gratitude daily. It's critical. It is definitely critical. I want to thank everybody for taking the time out this morning to laugh with me and watch my cat eat my hat as she's chewing on the bill of my hat and listen in. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm obviously laughing and starting my day off great. Have that attitude of gratitude, guys. Stay vigilant. And if you haven't liked our Facebook page or followed me on YouTube, I'd appreciate it. It's not about all that. I've got the pages started. You're more than welcome to post anything recovery related on either page. Post your positive gratitude quotes, whatever you want to quote. Like and follow me. I'd appreciate it if you do. Stay positive, my friends. Make the best of it today. I love you guys. We'll see you till next time.